Someone actually did sell their Cybertruck at an auction for $244,000. That person must have not read the Cybertruck contract. Then he originally purchased the Cybertruck. I don't think the buyer is going to have any issues, but the seller, Tesla will want to talk to that seller. Unless somehow that person had an exception on the no resale clause, but I don't think that's the case. Drive Tesla Canada, though, says that there's one exception to this no resale clause, and that is if you get a written permission from Tesla, which I doubt this person acquired in this case. So it's going to be an interesting story to follow. Ford was seen testing a Cybertruck. They are probably trying to figure out how can they make their own vehicles better. They're trying to research the Cybertruck, I think. Is this really happening? About 80 environmental activists are protesting against Tesla Giga Berlin's expansion by building tree houses in the forests near the factory. Now, I have a very serious question. They don't want Tesla to build anything there, and of course Tesla needs to get all of these permits and everything. But to build a tree house, don't you need to get a permit? Aren't you building houses on other people's lands? Piece of land that I assume Tesla owns? Aren't you infringing on someone else's property rights? The protesters raised around 10 platforms between the trees and built houses on top of them. The tree houses are about 5 to 10 meters high from the ground. Now, it's important to keep in mind that the forest that Tesla wants to clear later on, that forest was planted with an intention to be harvested later for commercial lumber and things like that. This is not some nature reserve that was supposed to be protected by the government. No, it's like, imagine planting potatoes and then someone comes out and says, oh, you cannot take these potatoes because of the environment. Yeah, but we planted them for the purpose of eating them later. If that was not allowed, we would now planted them. Here's another interesting FSD 12 clip from EdgeCase. Here's FSD 11 first, and it's a somewhat weird intersection. It's going a bit too much to the left side and it's entering the left lane instead of the right lane. It's supposed to enter the right lane. And look at V12, it's just gonna be all straight and smooth, no issues at all. Perfect. Before you say that there is no advantage in owning a Tesla anymore going forward because other vehicles can access Tesla's supercharging network, I remember that other EV owners are going to pay a premium over what Tesla owners are going to pay for supercharging. For example, in Canada over here, Ford owners are going to pay about 35% more than Tesla owners. 331 Tesla Megapacks were spotted just now, which are worth about $500 million. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of space left here. Tesla will need another space to fit all these Megapacks. General Motors just recalled 56,000 pickup trucks over an automatic emergency braking issue linked to 4 accidents. 234 complaints were filed, with reports including 4 crashes and 3 minor injuries. AEB, automatic emergency braking system, would sometimes go off for no reason, causing a crash. So if you thought that phantom braking in Tesla cars is scary, well, seems like GM system is a lot worse. I only experienced phantom braking with a Tesla vehicle on FSD, never without FSD. Just now recently, Polestar stock actually had a bit of a surge. It received $950 million in funding, and despite surging 40% in the last few days, it is still down 95% from its all-time high.